of the national anthem. We'll be right back with more. Hold on tight and don't go away. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. And from the sideline, David Aldridge. Now a chance, guys, to examine the rebounding numbers over the past months for Harrell.
And those are some numbers that he can't be happy about. His rebounding totals have taken a dip over the past few months. He's got to get back to giving the kind of effort on the boards we were seeing from him earlier.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, Kevin Love has dramatically improved his perimeter shooting over his career, but he said, "I've tried not to fall in love with it too much. Where I'm going to make my money is also rebounding. That's a stat I always look at because it can help a team win even when the shot's not falling." Kevin?
Great attitude. His work inside, a big part of it, DA. Thanks. A lot of great rebounders tonight, Brent. Which brings up a question these days: why do fewer players seem to be blocking out when rebounding?
Well, there's less and less opportunity to get the type of rebounds, Kevin, that we've seen typically through the years that are in the paint. How many times are these guys shooting field goal attempts from so far out that the ricochet off the rim is allowing these rebounds to get to what we call the moon,
right
around the free throw line and that dotted line from the free throw line. So guards and wings swooping in to pick up non-traditional boxed out rebounds.
Team rebounding.
Team rebounding is a huge aspect of any good team. Offensive rebounding has gone away.
Here are the five for the Clippers. Harrell is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's George in at the 2. And for Cleveland, Osman outside at 3 with Nance down at the power forward spot. Exum is out there with Garland. And it's Drummond in at the center, locking down the middle. Goes back up. Nance, no good. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Yeah, and we saw them really play a determined game when it came to chasing down rebounds, getting those good second chance looks. Really loved their aggressiveness.
And the shot goes in. Leonard's got the first points up on the board here for the Clippers.
Oh, you see the touch inside from Leonard does a little bit of everything for this basketball team.
About a minute played so far here in the first. Exum deciding where to go with it. Pass to Osman. Drummond working against Beverley. Fades away. Offensive rebound.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
George with the bucket.
Just tough shots just don't bother Paul George. So smooth with it when he gets into his motion.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Nance against Harrell. Here's Drummond now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
A tall and powerful big. Drummond has a natural ability to finish inside.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Brent, as you know, there aren't many players that can set a tone for a team, but Patrick Beverley is one of them.
And Patrick Beverley always embraces that role about setting the tone defensively on an opposing team's point guard, making sure that tonight, if you're going to beat the team that Pat Beverley plays on, you're going to have to go through them.
That's good from Beverley.
I think Patrick Beverley, for the entirety of his NBA career, is really going to embrace the role of being the villain. Has no problem with it whatsoever.
So he picks up just one from the line that time. And the Cavaliers this summer selecting point guard Darius Garland with the 5th overall pick. The second-year man, Colin Sexton, already on the roster. Greg, how do you see the fit between these two players?
Well, I mean, both are 6'2". The questions will come at the defensive end of the floor. Offensively, both show great promise as shooters, very scoring-minded guards, reminiscent possibly of a Lillard-McCollum pairing for the Blazers, which could be a roadmap for the Cavs.
Cavaliers have gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Garland, the pass to Exum. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Clippers leading by 5. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
And so it's Cleveland with it after the Clippers pick up 2. A floater, and the rejection by Harrell. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Many thought the Raptors or Lakers would land Kawhi, but in the end, he came to the Clippers to write his own legacy. Returning to Southern Cal, where he grew up, was a big part of his decision. The big surprise was how Kawhi was out recruiting other stars behind the scenes to join him with the Clippers.
A free throw good from Kawhi Leonard. Halfway through the season here, Brent, how do coaching staffs shake things up and keep things fresh over the long 82-game season?
I think coaches who are really smart, Kevin, can be a bit programmable, where they're looking ahead at the schedule and saying there are blocks of games here in which we might try to change some of our defensive schemes, maybe over this 10-game stretch or 5-game stretch. Or
to keep things fresh, or
yeah, because you can only do it on the mental side. As much as we talk about guys getting rested and sitting out games for maintenance issues and load management and those kind of things, the tweaks that you can make on the floor in terms of a couple of new sets on offense or defensively, let's make this challenge for the next 3 months, will grow the foundation of what coaching staffs are capable of doing with that team as they go on.
Now here's Beverly. 9 points last game out. George up top. Back to Beverly. To the paint. And it's George missing.
We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
And so Beverly will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And George with the stuff.
Well, it's the golden age of point guards, and Patrick Beverly trying to show that he belongs amongst them. Great awareness on that play.
The Cavaliers trail by 9. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
To the middle. Here's Exum. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Clippers have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Beverly feeling it out a bit. And George kicks to Zubac. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Zubac has got his second basket.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Garland dishes to Exum. Nance outside, down low. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Cleveland shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
2 shots.
First free throw is good. A superstar summer, Greg, for the Los Angeles Clippers in Kawhi Leonard and in Paul George. Greg, they have two elite wings, great defenders in their prime.
Give them credit, but also Kawhi Leonard pushing the levers behind the scenes. He wanted another superstar to join him in recruiting Paul George, who still had 2 years left on his deal in OKC. Kawhi took unprecedented control of his free agent destiny.
Clippers leading by 7. Now here's Beverly. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Harrell down low. Nance on him. And he can't bank that one in. Well, Cleveland shooting a mere 25% from the floor in this first quarter. No good. Shot missing. The Clippers have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Here's Leonard, and then Leonard with the dunk.
And don't give a cerebral player like Leonard that kind of opening. He'll read that gap.
And here are the Cavaliers. They trail by 9 points. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Yeah, saw the box score of that game the next day, and I thought, wow, that's a huge scoring night. Pretty impressive stuff there.
Here's Drummond. Paul George making his last shot. Drummond passes to Exum. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Nance. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
The defenders trying to get aggressive because when Larry Nance Jr. gets into that area, he becomes problematic.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
Well, Larry Nance Jr. came into the league and a lot of talk about his dunking prowess, but really Larry Nance Jr. knows how to play the game and is building on that potential.
Colin Sexton, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Williams is checked in. And the second free throw, good. You know, the NBA not the only league with great players and great play. Talk about some of the other prominent leagues around the world. There's some terrific competition.
There's some great competition overseas in the Turkish leagues. Some very good players that play in the Russian league. There are some great players who are coming out of Australia, and we're actually seeing players now skip playing in the G League to go down to Australia to start their development and professional careers. So when we talk about the world game, Kevin, we're not joking around. It's a very real thing, and we continue to invite the best players that we can find, and they come from all over.
Now George. He had 19 points in the win against Minnesota.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around, just his effort level was off the charts.
And here is Garland. So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland.
Well, for so much of what Paul George brings to the table, you have to start with his defensive impact. He is one of the top defenders in the league at his position, if not the best.
A different look now for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Love comes in for Nance, and it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Garland. And then for Los Angeles, Green, he's checked in for Zubac. Marcus Morris comes in for Harrell, and it's Jackson in for Paul George. Now, here's Sexton. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
Felt like he had a sense in that game that the defense was being over-aggressive, and he tried to take advantage of that. He continually frustrated them throughout the night and got to the free throw line.
You look at George with all he does, Greg, you sometimes forget how good his perimeter defense is.
Well, I mean, his teammates and coaches won't ever forget about the impact he has on that end.
Even when George isn't scoring or the shot isn't falling, he is still a monster on the floor just with his defense alone.
And so it's Dellavedova. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 11-point game. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Yeah, Love can scan the floor. He's always looking for the late cutter and patient with that decision.
Williams scanning the floor. On the wing, Morris. Over Love. The Cavaliers pull it in. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Morris. Jackson finds Williams. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Here's Sexton. Green with the block. They get it back, and he recovers it. Nice shot by Thompson.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Clippers leading by 7. Williams with the ball. 14 points from him the last game against Minnesota. Outside, Green. Near the three-point line, it's Morris. And again, no good by the Clippers. Three-pointer, Dellavedova, and he's good on the three ball. And now just a 4-point Clipper lead.
Adeli's surveying out there, having the ball in his hands, finds some room, and nails the pull-up.
Outside, Williams. Now here's Green. He's covered closely. Stolen by Thompson. Got a piece of it. Osman kicks to Dellavedova. Now the pass to Sexton. 6 to shoot. Over Leonard. And that one goes long. Clippers leading by 4. Bobbed up there for Green. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You look at the Clippers. They're holding on to second spot in the conference. A great season for them so far.
You know, for Los Angeles, gotta be one of the feel-good stories of this NBA season. Not many people were talking about them coming into the start of the year.
No doubt about it. They're one of the top teams everyone's talking about, top to bottom. Everyone in the organization, that means front office, coaches, players, just done an outstanding job this season.
Landry Shamet's checked in for Los Angeles. Here's Dellavedova. A wide open look for Love. They grabbed their own miss. Thompson. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
1:58 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Shamet. Pass to Williams. Back to Shamet. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. Thompson outside. Kicks to Sexton. Takes a 3. Morris with the rebound.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Now, here's Shamet. Banked in off the glass. And now a 6-point Clipper lead. .107 left to play in the first quarter.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Back to Dellavedova. Puts up a 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Dellavedova's got 8.
Now, he's a threat from there. You can't afford to give Delly any room if you're the defense.
Now Williams. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Three-pointer. No good that time. So Cleveland will take it the other way. It's stolen by Green. There's the triple. Williams' shot is off.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Yeah, you got to like how he hustled to guard out on the perimeter, definitely respecting the shooting ability.
Now, here's Thompson. 6 points for him. 5 to shoot. Goes up on the high post. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the way in. He's got 8.
Well, that's what Tristan Thompson does best, just working the glass and working the D over.
Jackson from long. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
Well, you love nailing the last second shot. Always a feel-good moment.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. The Clippers on top, up by 4. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. Paul George had that nasty broken leg back in 2014. He describes what inspired him to come back even stronger.
My inspiration really came from my mother. You know, her dealing with stroke, her dealing with really being down and out. You know, I saw her fight back. That was enough for me. In my darkest days, I knew it was nothing to what my mom went through, and she came out perfectly fine, so.
Well, what a story. George worked hard to get back and is not disappointed in his return.
You know, recovering from a devastating injury is never easy, but George's perspective and commitment helped him to overcome it.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
They couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
They've got Colin Sexton. Zizic out there with Tristan Thompson. Then it's Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Exum in at the small forward position. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Outside Williams. Rebounded by Exum. Cavaliers trailing. Pass to Sexton. They get a hand on it. And Thompson kicks to Dellavedova. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Passes to Zizic. Back to Dellavedova. It's stolen by Morris. Here's Shamet. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Shamet's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, and an excellent pass by Morris. A guy known for his finishing ability, but he also has the skills to facilitate.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, we know about Lou Williams' story. The 3-time Sixth Man of the Year may be undersized, but he keeps finding angles to score. Williams said, "I can't shoot straight up. I've always played crooked. It's weird, but it's something I've developed. Fading away from guys. I have bigger defenders on me, and it's just about creating space." Kevin, even well into his 30s, Lou Will still does it as well as anybody.
I would totally agree, David. He is always deadly. Thank you.
Resourceful move there. That was not an easy one to convert.
No, showing off a little bit on that one. That's a play when your coach goes, no, no. Okay, good play. Get back on defense.
Shamet kicks to Zubac. Morris passes to George. And here's Sexton. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Drills the three-pointer.
Sexton playing at his pace right now. That's a good sign for the entirety of the offense.
Selected with the 8th pick back in the 2018 draft, Colin Sexton, the main reward for the Cavs after the Kyrie Irving trade.
Sexton wearing the same number 2 jersey as Irving doesn't feel the need to measure up to expectations created by Kyrie. Cavs fans, though, hope he does. I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
How about the soft touch there from Sexton? Big athlete, but showing now he's got a feathery touch.
Shamet with it. 7 points in the game. And here's George for 3. Garland with the rebound. Cavaliers leading. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. And Cleveland making a change here. Drummond's checked in. Harrell, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Patrick Beverley comes in for Jackson. Here's Garland. He had 10 points in the win against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Poked loose. Puts it up. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Sexton's got the lead up to 4 now for the Cavs. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Harrell, and Harrell slams it in.
He gets really excited about finishing through contact, Kevin.
Cavaliers have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Now, here's Garland. Defended by Beverley. Garland kicks to Sexton. Just 5 on the clock. The pass to Drummond. Stolen by Zubac. Here's Shamet. And it's sent back by Drummond.
A high motor keeps Drummond engaged defensively. He doesn't want to let any shots go in.
Larry Nance is checked in for Cleveland. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Leonard's checked in. And he converts the layup. Leonard's got the game tied up here for the Clippers.
Just remarkable what he's able to do. Leonard, with a guy draped all over him, still able to convert.
Cleveland's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That's foul number 2 for him.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
Exum passes to Garland. Four on the clock. Pulls up.
Making the suffocating defensive play right there. Leonard, an overwhelming force on that end of the floor.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the foul against Cleveland. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. Brent, if you were building an offensive system from scratch, what would be your favorite style of play?
I would really tend to lean on 3 guards that could handle the basketball, Kevin. Guys who can initiate plays from all over the floor and really look to find players that are smart about playing off the ball. We've combined 3 of those guys with the skill set, so one has it, and the other 2 are maneuvering around. They're going to cause so much commotion. They're going to cause so many breakdowns defensively within a possession that a multitude of playmaking players, that would be tremendous. And all of those guys, yeah, but all those guys too, Kevin, on top of that, as we talked about their physical nature and stature, I would want guys that are 6'6", 6'7", and long, because when you get back to the other end, you want them to be able to coordinate and take up enough room defensively to cause some problems. But man, 3 guards, 3 long guards, and this is something that Phil Jackson relied on during the years when they won championships in Chicago. He always looked for long guards. Aside from Jordan and Pippen, there was the Ron Harpers of the world that helped accentuate what they could do on the perimeter.
Cavaliers have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. With the teardrop, up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
Beverly, the pass to Harrell. Pass to Zubac. Leonard on the wing. Clock at 6. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And for the Cavs, their #1 goal is to identify a young superstar to build around.
Yeah, they've had a nice collection here of guys that they hope step up and step out. Cleveland's only 2 Rookie of the Year award winners have been LeBron James and Kyrie Irving. Franchise changers hard to find.
The first free throw is good.
The wingspan and the timing that Kawhi Leonard has is really remarkable. He utilizes those strengths to dominate both ends of an NBA floor.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Now, here's Garland. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. The open look here for Sexton. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Sexton's got 12 points in the game.
Well, that's in rhythm and right on target, as Sexton has a very well-rounded offensive game and playing in control now.
Pass to George. Back to Leonard. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Beverly. He feeds it to Leonard. Shoots over Exum. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Beverly. Beverly's got his 5th assist in this one. Cavaliers have gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. Up top, Nance. He's defended by Harrell. Now, here's Garland. He's guarded closely. And here's what the Cavaliers' schedule looks like. On Wednesday, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks coming into town. And then on Friday, they'll take on John Wall and the Washington Wizards.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
No good on that one. A different look now for Cleveland. Love's checked in for Nance. And it's Jetty Osman in for Dante Exum. And he sinks the second. LA's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Now Beverly passes it to Leonard. Leonard draws the double to the paint. It's stolen. The wide open look here for Garland. A 3-pointer, no good. Clippers have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. And George, here we go, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Is on Colin Sexton.
Paul George does a great job changing speeds right there, and that's a huge part of his athleticism. Takes it strong to the cup and just daring a defender to come at him.
Throw good, Paul George. The defensive rules were different when you played, Brent. For example, the elimination of the hand check.
Hand checking was huge because great defensive guards like a Derek Harper or a Mookie Blaylock could get their forearm on you and basically move you around rather than you trying to get where you want to go. And the other thing, Kevin, that they did was they didn't allow you to have the time in the free throw line. You have a 2.9 before in the legal defense. It used to be a game really of 2 stars on one side of the floor operating, and the rest of the guys sort of shoveled off in the corner on the other side. All those things have changed with the way the league is going.
For the better.
Oh, I think so. Yeah, freedom of movement, fluidity of the athletes. It's definitely a better game in terms of the movement.
And wow, you just have to love the motor on Montrezl Harrell when he's on the floor. Great on the glass, and he just plays with such a fire.
And with Harrell, you can see how his energy spreads to the rest of the team.
Reminds me a bit of what Fareed used to bring to teams. Harrell is also undersized, but boy, he makes up for it in so many ways.
And the first one drops.
Think about Montrezl Harrell and the type of energy and effort that he brought last year to this team to help solidify, I guess, most of the culture piece of what Steve Ballmer wants this franchise to be about. That's playing hard, playing with energy, and having some enthusiasm for the competition. Montrezl Harrell wraps all those things up pretty nicely in the way he plays.
And Montrezl Harrell, Brent, beloved in the locker room.
Well, he's beloved because every night when you go out on the floor with him, you know what you're going to get. A guy who is incredibly competitive, passionate, knows his role, and plays with a physical presence that he doesn't shy away from anybody that's on the floor. That's infectious.
Drills it from outside. Dellavedova's got 11 points.
Well, Dellavedova generates a lot of strength from the lower body when he's out there shooting from the perimeter.
Now here's Beverly. Defense right on him. And the wide open shot from Green. Los Angeles with another miss. And it's Drummond with the ball. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. They trail by 1. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Cleveland shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And the Clippers making a change here. Williams has checked in. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. LA's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Outside, George. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
To the inside. The tray. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Drummond's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Osman kicks to Dellavedova. And Garland has it in the corner. That 3 off the mark.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
There's Williams with the 3. Good on the triple. And the Clippers lead by 5.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Cleveland's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Garland with it. Williams picks him up. Garland, the pass to Love. And here is Dellavedova, headed by Green. The pass to Drummond. No good there. Great D that time from Harrell. Here's George. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him. This will be his third free throw shot of the game. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. And then for the Clippers, Morris comes in for Harrell, and Reggie Jackson subbed in for Kawhi Leonard. George, no good on the free throw.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
The Cavaliers have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
The Australian-born Matthew Dellavedova, another success story from the land down under.
No good on the second free throw. Clippers leading by 6. Jackson drives in.
And as long as Reggie Jackson is healthy, he's going to give you some punch as a lead guard. Solid scoring option and a guy who's also unselfish in terms of getting his teammates involved.
It's his first trip to the line. The free throw drops for Jackson.
And Reggie Jackson, the former 24th pick by the Thunder, wasn't content to back up Westbrook. He basically forced his way out in search of a larger role.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And doing a good job from the line here in the second quarter.
The Cavaliers trail by 8. Garland dishes to Thompson. Inside. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. And for the last half decade, Reggie Jackson has been good for about 15 points a game.
And that is about the consistency you can expect from Jackson. He's always been a talent. The key for him is just staying on the floor.
Throw good. Garland. We've got 1:18 left in the second quarter. And here is Williams. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. To the inside. Here's George. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up. George has got 11 here in this quarter alone.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
59 seconds left in the first half. Garland, the pass to Osman, knocked away. And George, here we go. And George with the stuff.
Pretty cool that Paul George came to the game on a rocket ship because he's on another planet right now.
46 seconds left to play in the first half. Now, here's Garland. He's guarded by Williams. Garland with the bucket.
And the D just a step slow, reacting to the step back.
On offense, here are the Clippers. They're on a 14-6 run. Williams with the ball. Here's Morris. That one goes in. Morris has got his first points of the night.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
20 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Now here is Dellavedova, guarded by Jackson. Out to the right wing. Here's Love, and the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
Yeah, Kevin Love in a good rhythm there from the mid-range makes the job of the defense a lot harder when he's knocking that down.
Outside Jackson. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively throughout your career. What's the focus of that end of the floor?
Just knocking down open shots, my ball handling, making good decisions off the pick and roll, and just try to limit my turnovers.
And you've done well so far, Kawhi. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started. Okay. Paul George taking care of business in this one. He ended up with 19 points, 3 assists, and 1 steal. First 2 quarters from him were fun to watch. And let us get your thoughts, big fella, on the Clippers.
You know what I like about Paul George? He's quietly going about his business. Sometimes he'll take a back seat, not in this case in the first half. Has the length, the skill, the deep range, matchup nightmare.
And Kenny, what'd you see from Cleveland?
Their defensive fundamentals have been atrocious. I mean, you see guys reaching instead of moving their feet. They're not getting out the shooters. They've dug themselves a hole, and the only way to get out of it is all 5 guys start defending the way they should.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you, 2 quarters in the books. The Cavaliers trail by 7, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So for the Clippers right now, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Harrell. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George. And it's Beverly in at the 1. 5 on the clock. Lobbed up there for Drummond. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Dante Exum.
Patrick Beverly is going to come at you every night. Just an inspiring player that way, and daring the defense to get physical with him on that play.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots at the game right here.
Yeah, he's averaging 80% from the line, and he has been as steady as they come at the stripe.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Here's Osman. Pass to Nance. He kicks to Exum. Just 5 to shoot. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They've led by as many as 11 points. After this one, they're off to Philadelphia to take on the 76ers. They're in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3.
When the shot's going up, it's fun to watch the way that Montrezl Harrell will attack a rebound, crucial to this offense and his production.
At the elbow, it's Drummond. Pass to Osman. That's tipped. That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut back down to 8. Those were necessary points from Drummond.
And just a nice combination of size and feel there. Terrific finish down low.
And Beverly kicks to George. Clippers moving the ball around. Harrell down low, covered by Nance. And it's Harrell missing. Cleveland's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Out to the right wing. Now here's Exum. He's tightly guarded. The shot. The rebound by Paul George. George has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Beverly kicks to Zubac. Harrell down low. Shoots over Exum. Harrell, that's good. Harrell's got 8 points.
Harrell will do whatever it takes to grab some of those buckets down low.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Oh, Nance in position. He can't get it to go.
So far, Kevin, the third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
Clippers leading by 10. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. George dishes to Harrell. Nance knocks it loose.
More of this from Larry Nance Jr. rising up and tossing that one away.
Garland the pass to Exum. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
And this feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
There's Garland. George with the defensive effort.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Passes it to Osman. The 11-footer. Drummond. It's good on the putback.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
Down low, here's George. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. George has got the lead up to 12 now for Los Angeles. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. Now, here's Garland. He's got 10 to the middle. Here's Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
With a large frame and a willingness to get physical, Drummond's a relentless rebounder.
Well, you look at the former All-Star Andre Drummond and the way he rebounds, Greg. He might be the best in the league in that department.
I mean, few players in the history of the league can go off for 20-plus rebounds on any given night. Drummond's one of them. Attacks the glass on the offensive end so well. His offensive rebounding, for me, sets him apart.
5 on the clock. Garland with it. Now guarded by Harrell. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. To the paint. Little turnaround. And oh, the block shot grabs it out of the air. Exum passes to Nance. And Nance slams it in.
Oh, yeah. When Larry Nance Jr. sees a chance to throw it down, he'll throw down.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there is always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. But players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. And some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you. Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Zizic has checked in for Osman, and it's Colin Sexton in for Garland.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Sexton. 12 points for him. Kicks it to Drummond. Right wing. Now here's Exum. Guarded by Jackson. Tries from 10. Another shot. Zizic. Drummond passes to Zizic. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall. Los Angeles leading by 12. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely, and it attacks an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Exum passes to Drummond. Back to Exum. There's the pass to Zizic. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Exum's got 3 assists tonight.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Jackson passes to Shamet. Back to Jackson. Lays it up off the glass. Jackson's got 4 this quarter.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's foul number 2 for him. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Love comes in for Larry Nance. And Thompson kicks to Zizic. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Shamet, and he goes in for the dunk.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
And so it's Exum with it. They'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's a 16-point game. And he lobs it up toward the rim. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And Sexton working the ball to a teammate. That's what you want to see from him.
Los Angeles has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Here's Jackson. Leonard trying to break free. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Dante Exum.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Jackson. And so Jackson nails both of them.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Now Exum. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Dishes to Love. Rebound by Harrell. Harrell's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Leonard attacking, and it's Leonard with the jam.
Really, with that level of speed and power, it is so difficult to keep Leonard from scoring on the drive. And
so here's Cleveland. They trail by 18. Love outside. Harrell against Thompson. The dish to Exum. Love outside. Shot clock at 6. From 18 feet away. Bank shot, no good.
He's having a tough quarter, scoring the basketball and able to help them close this gap.
That one falls. 15 points for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Here's Exum. He dishes it to Sexton. Back to Exum. It's Zizic in the corner. Shot clock at 5. And here's Love from the arc. Second chance shot. The shot's good from Zizic. Zizic has got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now, Kevin. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
And the Clippers call time here. A different look for the Clippers. Green, he's checked in for Zubac. Marcus Morris comes in for Montrezl Harrell. Lou Williams is subbed in for Landry Shamet. Outside Williams to the middle. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And to have someone, Brent, with the size and the strength of Green play with the energy he does, it's a huge boost to any team.
Yeah, lots of talk last year about JaMychal Green really stepping into his own, starting to really own what it is he can do to impact any given game. He's a bit of a journeyman. He's traveled around a little bit between San Antonio and Memphis, but his role with the Clippers last year really put him in a nice spot for him to show off his skill set.
And he can't hit the second. The Cavaliers trail by 19. Here's Sexton. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Sexton more and more in control and trying to deal with the aggressive defense so far in this game. Well, Colin Sexton describes himself as a combo guard who likes to stay in attack mode and is very explosive. When he sees a gap and he gets into seams, he gets down there and tries to make some things happen.
And that one misses. And Sexton, a combo guard, thus far more of a scorer than probably a playmaker.
I think that's really what he's aiming for. He likes to watch film on Russell Westbrook and James Harden, and as we know, Kevin, watching those two play, they are very hungry and thirsty to score on a nightly basis. I think that's where Colin is pretty much laying the foundation of his game.
One shot.
And that one falls for Jackson. The Cavaliers trail by 20. And here's Exum. Pass to Sexton. And Love has it in the corner. Pass to Exum. Just 5 on the clock. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Here's Thompson. Tries again. Zizic passes to Thompson. Sexton kicks to Exum. There's the triple. And there's Sexton. That's good on the assist by Exum. Exum's got 4 assists now tonight. Los Angeles leading by 17. Outside Williams. Here's Jackson. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Exum's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Love against Williams. Passes it to Zizic. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Zizic has got 8.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Outside Williams. Here's Green. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
And so it's Exum with it. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. 17-point game. Love finds Exum. And Sexton has it in the corner. Offline with his 3. Los Angeles has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. And stolen by Love. Deflects the pass. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
And Cleveland making a change here. Garland's checked in. 7-second difference. Shot in game clock. Thompson inside. He's against Morris. Now here's Exum. Guarded by Jackson. From deep. But they recover it.
Yeah, just nice hustle there. That work gets them the extra possession.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels. And it's gotten them up big. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Los Angeles leading by 17. They've got Garland. Tristan Thompson is out there with Zizic. Then it's Exum. And it's Osman in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
Down low. Exum's shot is off.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
The Cavaliers shooting around 41% on the night. Garland dishes to Exum. If you were commissioner, Brent, of the NBA, would you add or alter any rules right now?
Wow. First of all, I think you get to fly on a really nice plane wherever you're going, and you get to go to any game you want to.
Yes.
So sign me up for that job.
With courtside seats, by the way, too.
Add or alter any NBA rules. I think the game is in a pretty good place right now, Kevin. And there's not much that I think is out there for us to change.
It seems like All-Star Weekend and the length of the season seems to be two pretty prominent things that continually come up.
Yeah, and as far as the question, I guess my head was going to things that are on the floor.
I was thinking that too, but I couldn't think of anything that really...
On the floor, it's tough to figure out something that could be adjusted, and I know Adam Silver and David Stern before him, all of their concern mostly is about the optics of the game.
Yes.
And right now, it's in a pretty good spot.
It's very pleasing to watch, there's no doubt. Patrick Beverley, he's checked in for the Clippers. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Clippers leading by 20. Morris outside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, and that's some physical defense against Morris, who attacks with one of his many moves. And we'll just see what he does here at the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Brent, we have seen some players refuse to speak to the media. For whatever reason, where should that line be drawn?
Well, there is a role and a responsibility, I think, of every player in the league, Kevin, given that it's an entertainment industry and that people have jobs around this league to tell stories, to have access to those players. Now, every player doesn't want to talk or get into certain things, but their availability should be made and people should have access to them. Look, I don't want to take out the trash every Tuesday, but I understand I got to do it at home. Right. And so players have a responsibility to their franchise to be a voice at times.
I always thought you were terrific with the media.
Well, I appreciate that, Kevin. Maybe that's how I got this job. Well, with Tristan's motor and that kind of reach, great job on finishing off the alley-oop.
Clippers leading by 20. Outside, George. To the inside, Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got his 4th assist in this one.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Not something we're used to seeing in this offense, but tonight it may be just about give Kawhi the ball and get out of the way.
And so it's Cleveland with it. Inside, here's Zizic, and they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
The pass to Beverly. Shoots over Garland. Again, the Clippers.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Brent, when constructing a team, it's always tricky to fit in max contracts. But the truth is, some players probably deserve much more money than they're allowed to receive.
Incredible to say that, right,
Kevin? It is, yeah.
But there are guys like LeBron James whose $35 million contract might be worth 100.
I always thought about Jordan too, right? I mean, my goodness.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And for the years that Michael Jordan was underpaid in Chicago for what it was he was doing. But in terms of competitive balance for the league and 30 franchises, and for you to try to build a team and a roster to put out on the floor to play this game and have opportunities to win championships, it's really the only way, and sometimes unfairly for guys in terms of their competition and compensation to have to put maximums on what it is that players can earn.
Leonard with the steal. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. George with the ball, and George with the stuff.
You know, always talk about the first 2 steps in transition, and Paul George out quick and decisively that time.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Nancy's checked in for Thompson. Alfonso McKinney comes in for Jetty Osman. Porter's checked in for Dante Exum. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Garland. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Shamet the pass to Noah. Of course, Dirk Nowitzki spent his whole career with the Dallas Mavericks. We don't see that much anymore, from the beginning to the end with one team.
No, but I think we're going to still occasionally have anomalies like we did with Reggie being in Indiana for the years of his playing career. Nate McMillan was in Seattle for his playing career, now coach of the Indiana Pacers. So there will be times where we'll have that once or twice. It's not going to happen very much, Kevin.
Not in today's
not in
NBA,
today's game, and not
sports.
with what's at stake.
The Cavaliers have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Dellavedova kicks to Zizic. Porter looking it over. It's hauled in by Noah.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
On up the court. Dellavedova, that's good.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Clippers leading by 22. Shamet with it. Morris outside. And the 3 off target.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds given what the scoreboard says.
And that one's good by Porter.
Nance is just such a cerebral player out there, does a good job of trying to be a threat with the assist.
Here's Shamet. Pass to Magruder. Back to Shamet. Here's McKinney, and there's the foul. It's on Rodney Magruder. That's his first foul, and the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Drummond's checked in for Ante Zizic. Osman comes in for Alfonso McKinney. Exum, he's checked in for Porter, and it's Garland in for Matthew Dellavedova. On defense, the Clippers, they have a 19-point lead. Now, here's Garland. Oh, Nance in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
This is a nice connection with Larry Nance Jr. Throw it his way. He'll take care of the rest.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Yeah, he needs to tell his guys to just box out with some energy. That's basic basketball. They've been lazy on the backboard and have allowed way too many second chance points.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Here's Beverly. And Garland comes to help. And Beverly kicks to Harrell. Zubac the pass to Beverly. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Here's George.
This is where Larry Nance Jr. is invaluable to a coaching staff. A big that has lateral quickness to switch out and guard multiple positions.
Exum passes to Osman, and he makes that one.
Really heads up there. A play where you locate the best open pass, and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
To the inside, and the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. Cleveland with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Hands in the high post. Back to Exum. 6 to shoot. Pass to Osman. Leonard with the steal. And here's the fast break. Beverly for 3. He can't get that one, so Cleveland will take it the other way.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Right side George. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And the foul called on the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls.
Think about Paul George in his second year in the NBA being named the most improved player. He's just gotten better from that point. And you don't have to win an award every year to prove it.
And George drops them both. Now Exum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. George with the defensive effort.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
The Cavaliers trail by 19. Nance outside. He kicks it to Exum. Passes to Osman. Nance against Leonard. Knocked loose. There's the pass to Drummond. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Harrell. Now here's Garland. Defended by Beverly. 5 to shoot. And Nance kicks to Garland.
What a defender Beverly is. He's just so active down there. The hands, the feet. He's just a menace.
It's George on the wing. Up and in on the layup. George has got 12 points in just the second half.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Stolen by Beverly. Pass to George. Leonard kicks to Harrell. It's stolen by Nance. To stop the drought. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, and the defense allowing some room here on the inside in the second half, and they're taking advantage. A lot of their points coming from in the paint. He's got to get to the line a little bit more here in the second half. Let's see if he can get that edge back that he had in the first.
Beverly, the pass to George. And that one drops. George has got 33 points.
Well, he knows how to score, and he does just that. Don't let Paul George fool you. He can finish inside.
Garland kicks to Osman. Dishes it to Garland. And obviously some good players have taken less money for a chance at a winning championship situation. That's made some rich teams even better.
Well, you have to appreciate a player in that regard, thinking that the financial gains that he could have somewhere else and playing for a team that's not capable of doing what it is that you're trying to do, and that's win a championship, that they've decided, look, it's not about that for me. What it is about the experience of being around a team that elevates itself to being the best team in the league. And if you're fortunate enough at the highest level, Kevin, as a basketball player, to be around a championship, that experience sticks with you for a lifetime. So you do appreciate guys looking for those opportunities to be around a championship.
1:51 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Nance. Drummond working against Zubac. Drummond passes to Garland. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Outside Leonard. And it's Osman with the rebound. Osman's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them,
huge margin of victory for Los Angeles.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And this will make it 41 victories for them on the year.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-game.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Paul George.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Zubac's no good. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
Kept alive. Drummond, that's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
I mean, he is just demoralizing his opponent right now on the backboard. They didn't want anything to do with him on that possession, almost like they were just giving up on the play.
Well, we saw this same kind of attack in the last game. Ferocious effort in back-to-back outings.
Clock at 6 to the wing right side. Here's George. That one rolling around and rims out. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Paul. Congrats on the win. Where's your team's attitude right now?
Continue to, play together. And we can just stick to that, keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down. We'll be all right.
Looked like it all came together tonight, Paul. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.